no matter how poorly.
I bet you're going to meet some cool cats in that halfway house.
I doubt it.
I'm sure I'll meet some
interesting. I'm sure I'll meet some interesting people, like that little stint I did in jail. For those 3 or 4 days. Really interesting people in there.
Yeah,
a lot of good
real
stories.
sentence.
And
the
Kyle,
real sentence.
That was on
the
a
friends we
show
made along the
night.
way.
It was the whole journey.
We had a show that night. If only you could have brought your gear, we'd have done a collaborative episode.
To jail.
Mm-hmm.
My gear to jail.
Yes.
I had a situation.
Wi-Fi
where,
sucked.
I bet.
I had a situation where a distant family member that I was like kind of helping with got some ridiculous fake assault charges where like someone pulled a weapon on him and then said he did it. And so he had to go through central booking. Even though he got completely acquitted, he still had to spend a day in central booking. And he has Aspergers. And it was, this was not a good situation. Mm-hmm. And so I did all this research on what central booking in New York is like. By the way, spoiler, fucking terrifying. And so
was he all by himself through the process?
All by himself. And so, no one could go in with him.
I don't know.
So, so basically one of the things they said, like, he's allowed to bring in a couple of books. So, like, I got him some books of stuff he'd be interested to pass the time, but he was also allowed to bring in quarters for phone calls. And so I got him a fuck ton of quarters and basically was like, anyone who needs a quarter, you give them one. Like, anyone who wants to make a phone call, this is how you're going to make friends. And so there was one guy, I got to talk to him during the day. Like, he called me. And he said there was one guy who was being kind of nice to him. And I was like, can you put that guy on the phone? And so he like gave that guy the phone. And I talked to the guy and I was like, hey, man, thank you for looking out for him. Can I send you $50 as a thank you? And you just kind of see him through this and make sure he's okay. And the guy was like, yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. You don't need to do that, but thank you. And I was like, all right, where do I send it? And the guy just goes, well, I'm not getting out of jail for a very long time. So here's a lady I know. And like gave me Western Union information for some lady. So then I try to wire her the money and it doesn't work. So I call the number he gave me and some other dude answers. And so now I'm like, oh, fuck. What the hell am I in the middle of?
Funny story.
Yeah.
Your friend Carlo. Carlo?
Yeah.
Diane, you been talking to Carlo? Yeah. Get your ass over here.
That's what it was. And I'm like, how the fuck am I in the middle of this right now? And I'm
you have no attachment to
screaming in the background.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Carlo. I'm just trying to. You just say
Carlo's a bitch. You tell him I said he's a bitch.
Yeah. Be like, you know what? You could have the money, sir, if you'd like it. You can just take it. Yeah. It's not.
Send it to Felix.
So did the quarters thing turn out to be a really good idea or something that didn't go anywhere?
A really good idea. It actually helped him a ton. That's how he made friends with that guy. Mm-hmm. And that guy kind of, because look, he was younger, but he also looked a lot younger than he was. And he also, like, there's functional Aspergers and then there's like pretty Aspergers. And that's what he has. And so he is someone who, like, if you know what you're dealing with, he's very easy to talk to. But if not, he can be incredibly socially awkward. And so I think that once he helped that guy, like, the guy was like, okay, this guy's going to be like a little brother. And he helped take care of him. So the quarters thing worked in that situation. I don't know if it would work in every situation. I don't know if there'd be a situation where someone would just be like, give me all your quarters. And he's like, well, that's over.
In our situation, like when I was in jail, we had these bracelets that had like your jail. What was it? Your jail number, whatever the fuck. And you go over to the phone and you put your jail number in and you can just use the phone. I think the phone was free. But you also use that jail number to like.
Was it an inmate number or?
Yeah, something like that. But you're in jail, so you're not. I think it's the wrong terminology.
Okay.
We're in the South. They called it a jail number.
One guy has 69-420, and he's like the coolest guy in jail.
Yeah. My jail number was smudged and didn't work. Not even kidding. I was just like, who do I talk to about getting a new jail number?
Can I see a supervisor, please?
They're like, lights out. And I'm like, but the jail number in your cot. All right.
Yeah.
So what were the living arrangements like in jail? Did you have a room to yourself?
Oh, no.
Go on.
Oh, no. It is a large, open, cavernous room with 2 levels where, you go up some steps and there's another landing. Duplex. And little alcoves, if you can imagine that. Like everything, it's concrete block construction. So 4 cots, bottoms and top bunks are in each alcove, and then there's room in between to like put your cubby. Everybody's got like a plastic tote with all their shit in it. Everybody gets like a towel, a washcloth, some toothpaste, that basic shit.
When you first said 4 bottoms and tops, I was like, oh, they match you guys up.
Yeah. You fill that out when you get there.
Like an open floor, an open floor plan, and you go in there, and some people you close to, and some people down the way, but you can see across the sea of bunks.
It's a weirdly shaped room. It's
this guy's very tall. Versatile.
This
Twank.
This is like the work environment at Cisco, except it's bunks instead of cubes.
Yeah, cubicles.
Desks.
And you don't even get paid to be there.
There's a couple tables as soon as you
and also you have no freedom or view of the outside.
No, that's
the window sucked.
Yeah.
The window was so barred up and like gross that you couldn't see the outside world. But we had cable TV, which was great because the North Korean missile crisis was going on. So like everybody in there was glued to that.
Was it? How many nights did you stay?
3 maybe, something like that. I slept the whole time. Got real rested up. Lost like 15 pounds. It was a good stay.
And you have to like shit in front of everybody?
I didn't shit the whole time I was there. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't shit the whole
time.
But
hypothetically, you would have had to.
Well, not in the open. You got like a curtain. You got like there's like some privacy. Like actually, no. There were stalls. There were like 2 or 3 stalls with toilets in them. And there was like a shower with like one person could get in at a time with a shower, maybe 2 showers with shower.
Hypothetically, could 2 also get in?
Yeah.
Top and a bottom.
Yeah, I don't think nobody was really interested in joining anybody in there. Everybody. Honestly,
it's the first day.
They were cool guys.
For me, it was the first day, but for some of them, they'd been in there for. So look, you get arrested, and as long as you didn't like do something crazy, they'll give you bond. And the way bond works, you often hear it on the news, like, $50,000 bond, and you're probably like, who has $50,000 lying around? Maybe not everybody.
Bail bondsman, right?
Bail bondsman, you pay like 10%. Is all you have to come up with, and he foots the rest of the bill. And you can do property bonds, and sometimes it's just a signature bond. You're basically signing and saying, "Hey, if I run away, you can sell my car." That sort of thing.
But if you have $50,000, you could just give them $50,000, then they give it back to you when you go to court, right?
Oh yeah. Is
it like a security? It's like a security deposit.
Security deposit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But for people, and that's what.
It's actually a similar amount of. That's a similar
bounty hunter.
Yeah, that's what bounty hunters do. They people put it up $50,000. You only put 5 in. They're making sure you go to court. They're forcing you to go to court so they can get that 50 back. That's their business model.
Absolutely. They're on the hook for that.
And if you run, they go find you.
They come and get your ass. Yeah, for sure. Or they at least attempt to. And so there was this one guy in there who'd been denied bond because he had fled the last time they gave him bond. And he was a real numbskull. This guy was maybe 23, 24 years old. His teeth were rotted out of his fucking head from methamphetamine. And he was like, they won't give me bond. They know better. He's like proud of it. He's like, they know better. Last time they caught me, I was almost to Boston, Massachusetts. If you can make it to Boston, they can't bring you back. And I'm in my head, I'm like,
Boston doesn't have an extradition treaty.
Yeah, if we were,
that's what he was about to explain,
right? If we were in the free world, or if he were on this, or if you said that shit to me, I'd be like, dumbass. Yeah, unless you go to a country without extradition treaties with us, they'll just drag your ass back.
Dude, I'm tired of all these fucking criminals ruining the city because of the no extradition thing. It's a major oversight.
But we're in jail.
That's where the Patriots fans come from.
Yeah. We're in jail, so I'm just like, really? Interesting. Yeah, I almost made it last time. They best not turn me loose again, or I'll gone. I was like, when's your court date? Oh shit, 4 more months. I was like, how long have you been in here? He's like, a month and a half. 4 more to go. And I'm like, you could have been at home with your mother.
Yeah.
And instead you're in here trading fucking boiled eggs for Snickers.
You could have been at home doing meth with your mother. That is probably
That's the hard
happened.
part about me hypothetically being in prison. I daydream about this and wonder how it would work out. I don't know if other people do that too. But it's like I would handle a guy like that right 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, I'd bite my lip or bite my tongue, whatever it is, and just not say what I'm thinking.
With the teeth that you have, which makes you do it.
Right? Like I wouldn't explain what an extradition treaty is and how stupid he is. But 1 time out of 10, I might. And I don't know that I could do 15 years with that kind of problem.
I think I couldn't do.
I'm good
a
at
day.
making friends.
Steve's with me though. Steve, come on.
I was so
I would totally.